Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video we'll study about the development of behavior, a focus on hereditary, and in that we'll study how to calculate the coefficient of relatedness. In the last video we learned that parents and offsprings are related because offspring share genes from both of their parents, like from mother as well as from father, one set of gene from mother and one set of gene from father. Therefore, the coefficient of relatedness between parents and offspring is 0.5. Similarly, we also learned that between full siblings, the coefficient of relatedness is again 0.5. Between half siblings, on an average, it is 0.25. This we learned. Now today in this class, we'll learn how to calculate the coefficient of relatedness between two people. Now the formula for coefficient of relatedness R is equal to summation of 0.5 to the power L. Now here R is coefficient of relatedness. 0.5, that is the probability that a copy of a particular gene will be passed on to a offspring. What is L? L is the number of generation lengths between two individuals. Now let's calculate. Suppose let's make a family tree. A has two children, B and C. B again has two children, D and E. Similarly, C also, F and G are the offspring of C. H and I are the children of D. J and K are the children of E. L and M for F, N and O for G. This is a family tree. Now, if you are asked to calculate the coefficient of relatedness for L and N, so this is a family tree is given to you. Now you have to calculate the coefficient of relatedness between L and N. Now how you can calculate? So first of all, you have to trace the path, that how you can connect them. So from L to N, L to F is there, then F to G is there, then G to N is there. This is the path. So how many generation links? That is, what is our formula? R is equals to summation 0.5 to the power L. Now L is the child of F. So definitely here coefficient of relatedness is 0.5. F and G, they are full siblings. So again, the coefficient of relatedness is 0.5. G and N, parent and offspring. So here also coefficient of relatedness is 0.5. Now how many generation links are there? Each parent or child or siblings will be counted as 1. So how many generation links? L to F, this is 1 generation link. F to G is 1 generation link. G to N is 1 generation link. So total capital L is equals to 3. Now that means 1 by 2, that is 0.5 to the power 3. If you calculate, the answer is 1 by 8. Or you can also write in points, that is 0.125. So this how we calculate the coefficient of relatedness between any two individuals. Now here if you see, the relationships are of two types, direct relationship and collateral relationship. Now direct relationship is the relationship where one individual is the descendant of another individual. That is, if we see this line, A to B, B to D, D to H, this is a direct relationship. Collateral, the relation between L and N, because here we have to trace back first. L to F, we are going back, then F to G, then we are again coming down G to N. So such relationship is known as collateral relationship. That means where two individuals share a common ancestor. Here C is the common ancestor. They both share a common ancestor, L and N, but not in a direct line. So such relationship is known as collateral relationship. A to B, B to D, D to H. These are all in a direct line. So this is direct relationship. Whereas the relationship between L and N, K and M, D and F, these are all collateral relationship where they share common ancestor but not in a direct line. Now let's solve another chart. Now, can you calculate the coefficient of relatedness between A and I, these two individuals? How can you do that? How will you calculate? I would request you all to pause the video, solve it by yourself, and then you can see the calculation. So now, to reach from A to I, two paths are there. A to C, then C to E, E to G, and G to I. Similarly, A to D, D to F, F to H, H to I. So how many paths total? Two paths. For each path, for path number 1, how many generation links? 1, 2, 3, 4. That means half to the power 4. Similarly, for path 2 as well, half to the power 4. Now I'm writing here below, half to the power 4 means 1 by 16 for path 1. Similarly, for path 2 also it is 1 by 16. According to the formula, R is equals to summation 0.5 to the power L. So this 0.5 to the power L we calculated for two paths. That means 1 by 16 plus 1 by 16. So total is again 1 by 8, that is 0.125. Let's calculate one more. Now you have to calculate coefficient of relatedness between the individuals G and H. Again, I would say you pause the video, try to solve it by yourself, and then you can see the calculation. So how we can calculate? Now to calculate between G and H, one path is G to E and then E to H. G to E and then E to H. Another path is G to F and then H. Then the path is G, E, then here you see C, A, D, F, H. Similarly, again the path can be G, E, C. From here we can go to B, then D, then F, and then H. Fair enough. One more path, G. Instead of going from E, we can also go for F. So F, then D, then B, then C, then E, and H. Similarly, G, F, D. From here we can cross here A, C, E, and H. So for here, it is 1 by 2 to the power 2 because two generation links. Similarly, for second path also half to the power 2. For the third path, generation links how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So half to the power 6. Similarly, for path 4 also half to the power 6. Path 5th also half to the power 6. And then again half to the power 6. Now what we have to do? We have to add all because it is summation. So half square means 1 by 4 plus again half square 1 by 4 plus half power 6, that is 1 upon 64. For path 4, 1 upon 64. Again 1 upon 64. Again 1 upon 64. If we calculate, then finally we'll land up with 9 upon 16. So this is the way by which we can calculate coefficient of relatedness. I hope you understood and can able to calculate next time by yourself. Now one question from my end for you all, that is, go back to the previous slide, take that tree as a reference, and can you calculate the coefficient of relatedness between A and H? Do let me know in the comment section. If you found the video informative, please do like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the next video notification. Till then, stay safe, stay happy.